Hello, this is Justice here. Well, I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm kind of on the fence right now. One of those on the fence Jehovah's Witnesses, and I basically wanted to ask a question. Your other Jehovah's Witnesses or inactive Jehovah's Witnesses or even ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. See, my question basically is, why do you think that the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't even want to have the discussion, an open discussion from the platform? They don't want to discuss it from their magazines. They don't want to discuss it from any of their publications or media. And the discussion I'm talking about is the matter of the biblical Jews. The biblical Jews being black or being Negro. Now, I've done some research, so I know that there's quite a bit of historical evidence and quite a bit of scriptural evidence that reveals that the true biblical Jews were black. They were Negro, black. We fit the prophecies. We fit pretty much everything about them from the biblical perspective, and there's even secular information to also bear that out, that the true biblical Jews were black people. Okay. So why do you think the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't even want to have this discussion about the Jews being black? They did put out an article last year about the identity of Jesus, but that article was very brief. It didn't talk about complexion, certainly didn't talk about race, or any of the biblical prophecies that identify who the Jews are, and any of the prophecies in, say, in Genesis that talked about things that would happen to the Jews, or what would happen to Jacob's sons, or the descendants of Jacob's sons, which can kind of help you identify who they are today, in this modern times. See, but they didn't even speak of the prophecies, complexion, race, none of that. They just limited it to anything that didn't have to do with race or complexion. So why do you think they want to avoid this discussion? The governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses. Why do you think they don't even want to discuss the matter? See, apparently it's some kind of racial political issue. Why they don't want to talk about it. But what do you think? I'm asking this question of Jehovah's Witnesses, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, or Jehovah's Witnesses on the fence. Why do you think they avoid this discussion? Okay, maybe we'll talk later. Bye.